Did you know that people who start their mornings with intention live, on average, 7 years longer than those who don't? Or that the way you spend your morning can predict your stress levels, your mindset, even your lifespan? Think about that for a second. 7 years. That's almost an entire decade. A decade more to spend with loved ones, to follow your passions, or to simply enjoy life. And the best part? All it takes is the way you choose to start your morning. If this is your first time here, welcome to Flame of Wisdom, illuminating life's lessons. This is a place where we explore meaningful stories, share practical insights, and learn together. If you find value in what we're discussing, I'd love you to join our growing community. Take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. There's a power in the first few moments of your day that's often overlooked. What if I told you that how you wake up, how you think in those early moments, could shape not only your mood but your overall well-being? It's not just about the cup of coffee you drink or the news you catch up on, it's about setting your mind, your body, and your soul for what lies ahead. So, here's the question: are you letting your day control you? Or are you taking control of your day? That's the difference between just existing and living with purpose. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest philosophers in history, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. That's what we're going to focus on today, taking back control of your mornings, your thoughts, and your life. This isn't some quick fix or self-help trick. It's a timeless practice, used by some of the world's wisest figures for over 2,000 years. And the best part? It's simple. You don't need to go out and buy expensive products or sign up for complicated routines. It's about how you think when you wake up and how you choose to approach your day. If you're over 60, this routine is especially important for you. Why? Because how you start your day isn't just about productivity, it's about longevity. The older we get, the more important it becomes to treat each day as a gift, to take control over how we spend our time, and to be mindful of how our actions influence our health. It's about living with intention, not just letting life happen to you. So let's talk about the Stoic morning habit that can change everything. Stoicism, a philosophy born over 2,000 years ago, teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. In a world that is constantly throwing distractions, challenges, and chaos our way, Stoicism gives us the tools to remain steady, calm, and clear. It's about mastering your thoughts, your mindset, and your reaction to the world around you. But how does this translate to your morning? How does this ancient philosophy help shape your day from the very moment you wake up? The first thing you need to know is that your morning routine is everything. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. And the best part is, you have control over it. You don't need to let the rush of the world dictate your mindset. You can choose how to start your day with purpose, with clarity, and with strength. It all begins with your thoughts. The Stoics believed that what you think in those first moments after you wake up is crucial. That's because your thoughts shape everything else. Your thoughts influence your actions, your mood, and your perspective on the world. So, how do you get your mind on the right track first thing in the morning? Here's where the Stoic practice of negative visualization comes in. Now, I know this may sound a little unusual. But hear me out. Negative visualization is about mentally preparing for challenges, not in a way that makes you anxious or fearful, but in a way that helps you appreciate what you have and get ready for whatever the day throws at you. Imagine for a moment that you wake up, and instead of rushing to check your phone or get caught up in your to-do list, you take a few moments to think about what could go wrong. What challenges could you face today? What could be stressful? What might push you out of your comfort zone? But here's the important part: don't dwell on it. It's not about expecting bad things to happen, it's about being mentally prepared. When you visualize the potential difficulties of the day, you're not caught off guard. You're ready. And when those challenges come, they no longer have the power to throw you off balance. Now, after you've mentally prepared for whatever the day may bring, it's time for gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can completely shift your perspective. It's easy to focus on what's not going right, but what if you took a moment every morning to remind yourself of what is going well? What if you took a moment to feel thankful for the simple things? Your health, your family, your ability to get out of bed and face a new day. Think about it. When you start your morning with a sense of gratitude, you're setting yourself up for a day full of positive energy. Instead of feeling burdened by the challenges ahead, you'll feel empowered to face them. And this shift in mindset can be the difference between a stressful, reactive day and one where you approach everything with calm and clarity. Once you've mentally prepared and focused on gratitude, it's time to set your intention for the day. The Stoics taught that what you focus on, you become. If you wake up and focus on stress, anxiety, or what's going wrong, that's what you'll carry with you throughout the day. But if you focus on something positive, like resilience, patience, or clarity, you'll have the strength to navigate whatever comes your way. So, ask yourself, what do I want to focus on today? Do I want to react to everything, or do I want to be calm and intentional with my actions? Do I want to get swept up in stress, or do I want to remain steady and clear? This is the foundation of your day, the moment when you decide who you want to be, how you want to approach life, and what kind of energy you want to bring into the world. It's simple. It's powerful. And it works. If you're over 60, these habits are even more crucial. As we age, our time becomes even more precious, and how we start each day can greatly affect our health and well-being. But it's not just about health. It's about living a life full of purpose, clarity, and peace. It's about not letting the outside world dictate your mood or actions. It's about taking control of your mind and your body so that you can enjoy every single day to the fullest. So, as you wake up tomorrow, remember, you have the power to shape your day. You have the power to choose how you start it. You have the power to decide who you want to be. And by starting with intention, gratitude, and purpose, you can unlock the strength and resilience needed to face whatever the day may bring, and live a longer, healthier life. And if you're ready to take this to the next level, take a moment to reflect on your morning routine. What's one small change you can make to start your day with intention? What's one habit you can adopt to give yourself the strength and clarity you need? Start small, but start now. Because how you begin your day can change everything. Comment in the section what one change you'll make to your morning routine starting tomorrow. And if you're ready for more Stoic wisdom, join me in the next video where we continue this journey of living a purposeful, fulfilling life. Did you know that the way you start your morning can add years to your life? Studies show that people who wake up with a clear routine and purpose experience lower stress levels, better heart health, and improved brain function. That's not just good science, it's good living. And if you're over 60, these habits become even more important. Because the way you start your day doesn't just affect your mood, it affects how you age. Your morning is not just a stretch of time before noon. It's the foundation of your day. And like any foundation, it determines the strength of what comes after. A weak foundation means cracks, instability, and stress. A strong foundation? That's what allows everything else to stand firm. But here's the problem. Most people wake up without thinking about this. They don't start their day with intention. Instead, they wake up and react. The alarm goes off, and before their feet even hit the floor, they're already bombarded with distractions. A phone lights up with news alerts, another crisis, another negative headline, another thing to worry about. The mind jumps straight into stress mode. Then comes the rush, the mindless morning routine, the same habits repeated without thought. The day hasn't even started, and already it's been shaped by reaction instead of choice. For years, the Stoics warned against this. They believed that the first moments of the morning were sacred. They didn't let the outside world dictate their mindset. They didn't reach for distractions, and they didn't let their morning slip away in autopilot. Instead, they took control. Picture an old Roman senator rising before dawn. No rushing, no distractions. He lights a lamp, sits in silence, and prepares his mind for the day ahead. He knows that his first thoughts will determine his actions. His actions will determine his habits. And his habits will determine his life. That is the difference between living and merely existing. Now, let's talk about why mornings matter more as you get older. Your body and mind change with age. That's a fact. But the way you support them, how you wake up, how you move, how you think, can influence how well they hold up over time. Scientists have found that early morning routines impact heart health, brain function, and emotional well-being. People who wake up with structure tend to have lower levels of stress hormones throughout the day. Their blood pressure is more stable. Their mind stays sharper. Their memory stays strong. These are not small things. These are the keys to staying independent, feeling energized, and making the most of life after 60. But here's the challenge. Most people fall into habits that work against them. They wake up and let their energy be drained before the day even begins. Mistake number 1, starting the day in reaction mode. The moment you check your phone first thing in the morning, your mind is no longer your own. You see headlines designed to make you worried. You see emails pulling your attention in different directions. You see messages, notifications, reminders. Without realizing it, your day is being shaped by other people's priorities, not your own. The Stoics would never allow that. They believed that the mind must be trained first thing in the morning, not pulled in 1,000 directions. Mistake number 2, rushing through autopilot habits. Think about the last time you woke up and went straight into your usual routine. You brush your teeth. You make coffee. Maybe you turn on the TV or read the news. The morning passes, and before you know it, hours have gone by. But here's the question, did you actually choose any of those actions, or did they just happen? The Stoics taught that every action should have purpose. If something is important, give it attention. If it's not, let it go. The problem with autopilot habits is that they rob you of choice. They fill your morning with routine, but they don't fill it with intention. Mistake number 3, jumping straight into distractions. Too often, people wake up and immediately fill the silence. The TV goes on. The radio starts playing. Noise takes over. But the Stoics valued stillness. They understood that the mind needs space to think. That the first few moments of the day should be spent in clarity, not in noise. When was the last time you sat in the morning without reaching for something? Without filling the silence? Without letting the world pull you in 100 different directions? The problem is not just that distractions are everywhere, it's that they become habits. And the more you start your day with distraction, the harder it becomes to focus on what truly matters. So what did the Stoics do instead? They started their mornings with presence. Before the world could reach them, they took time to reach themselves. Instead of checking messages, they checked their thoughts. Instead of reacting, they reflected. Instead of rushing into tasks, they prepared their minds for the day ahead. They understood something simple but powerful: your morning is not just something that happens to you. It's something you create. So here's the question: how are you shaping yours? Are you letting stress, distractions, and autopilot habits take over? Or are you starting your morning with intention, with clarity, with purpose? Because the truth is, you have a choice. You always have a choice. And the way you use your mornings can shape not just your day, but your life. Tomorrow, when you wake up, ask yourself one thing: am I in control of my day, or is my day in control of me? Because once you answer that, everything else becomes clear. What if I told you the secret to living a longer, healthier life wasn't in a diet, a supplement, or a fitness routine, but in how you choose to spend the first few minutes after you wake up? It might sound unbelievable, but the truth is that how you start your day shapes everything that follows. Your body may age, but your mind, your thoughts, and the way you approach each new day can keep you young in ways that go beyond physical appearance. As we grow older, we often think about our bodies more than anything else, how our joints feel, whether our energy is fading, or how fast we're able to move. But the Stoics knew something powerful: your mind, not your body, dictates your aging process. It's how you think, how you respond to life, and how you approach each day that truly determines the quality of your life as you age. So, what is the secret the Stoics used every morning to keep their minds sharp, their spirits strong, and their bodies resilient? It's simple: morning Stoic reflection. This habit doesn't require fancy tools, expensive gym memberships, or endless hours of meditation. It just takes your mind and a few minutes to prepare for the day ahead. And this practice can literally extend your life. Now, let's break it down into 3 powerful parts: negative visualization, preparing for adversity, gratitude practice, reframing challenges into gifts, morning intention, choosing virtue over reaction. The power of negative visualization. Let's start with the first habit: negative visualization. At first, it might sound strange. Why would you want to think about bad things happening? The reason is simple: by imagining the worst, you prepare your mind for whatever comes your way. The Stoics understood that life is full of uncertainties. Things can go wrong at any moment, and if you're not prepared mentally, it can throw you off balance. But when you take a moment each morning to think about what could go wrong, you're not inviting negativity into your life. You're preparing yourself to handle whatever challenges arise with calm and clarity. Picture this: you wake up. The house is silent. You pour yourself a cup of coffee, and you take a seat by the window. You look outside and ask yourself, what if today was my last? What would matter? What wouldn't? Would a small disagreement from yesterday really have any weight? Would you get caught up in a petty argument, or would you appreciate the moments that truly matter? This isn't about fearing loss. It's about embracing the fact that life is unpredictable and fleeting. Instead of fearing loss, the Stoics practiced accepting it, which gave them the strength to handle whatever came their way without being caught off guard. Here's a question for you: if today were your last day, would you be focused on the things that stress you out, or would you let go of those small, temporary worries and focus on what truly matters? The power of negative visualization is that it prepares you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It helps you appreciate the present moment and realize that much of what we stress over simply isn't worth the energy. The gratitude practice of Seneca. Now, onto the second part of Stoic morning reflection: gratitude. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, made it a point to start every day by listing 3 things he was grateful for. Not grand achievements, not life-changing moments, but simple, everyday things. Maybe it was a warm bed to sleep in, a kind word from a friend, or the ability to take a deep breath without pain. The Stoics knew that when we focus on what we have, instead of what we lack, our minds shift from scarcity to abundance. Modern science backs this up. Gratitude strengthens the immune system, lowers stress levels, and promotes overall well-being. But it's not just the science, it's the way gratitude works in real life. It's the difference between waking up and feeling overwhelmed by everything you need to do, and waking up with a sense of peace and appreciation for simply being alive. Take a moment right now, and think about something you're grateful for. Maybe it's the fact that you woke up today, or maybe it's something as simple as a hot cup of coffee in your hands. Whatever it is, focus on it. Feel it. Let it settle in your mind. Imagine how much different your day would feel if you began every morning with this kind of focus. Instead of rushing into stress and overwhelm, you start your day feeling thankful for what's in front of you. This simple practice can transform your entire approach to life. The final part of the Stoic morning routine is setting an intention for the day. This one's simple but incredibly powerful. The Stoics believe that we should decide how we want to approach the day before we let the world and other people dictate our reactions. Before stepping into the world, take a moment and think, what do I want to focus on today? Do I want to choose patience over frustration? Wisdom over anger? Do I want to react to every little thing that comes my way, or do I want to approach the day with calm and purpose? This is about choosing virtue over reaction. The Stoics knew that it's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life. But instead of reacting, they decided in advance how they would respond to challenges. They understood that the true power in life comes from how you handle things, not what happens to you. A simple way to put this into practice is to pick a word or phrase each morning that you want to focus on. Maybe it's peace, patience, or strength. Write it down if you can. Look at it before you react to anything. Remind yourself of it when challenges come your way. This small practice can make a huge difference in how you handle your day. As the Stoics taught, life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. The way you choose to respond to what comes your way defines your character, your mindset, and your life. So, here's the challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, try this Stoic morning reflection routine. Start by visualizing what could go wrong in your day, not in a negative way, but as a way to prepare your mind for whatever comes. Follow that up with a moment of gratitude, focusing on what you have right in front of you. And then, before you do anything else, set your morning intention, decide how you want to face the day. It doesn't need to be anything grand. Just one word, one phrase that helps you focus on what matters. If you do this consistently, envy the world around you. The Stoics knew that the mind is our greatest asset, and by mastering it every morning, we can live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. So, what's one thing you'll do differently tomorrow morning? Think about it, write it down, and let it guide your day. The journey of Stoic reflection starts with a single moment, but that moment can change everything. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section and let me know what you're focusing on for tomorrow. If you're over 60, what if the secret to a longer, healthier life wasn't a new diet or exercise routine, but the way you wake up each morning? Let's face it, life after 60 can feel like a race against time. You might wake up and already feel like the world is moving faster than you can keep up. But what if I told you that how you start your morning could give you the edge you need to not only catch up but live with more clarity, energy, and purpose? It all comes down to a morning ritual, one that's been used for thousands of years, passed down by the Stoics. They knew that how we start the day can set the tone for everything else. And if you want to live a longer life, one with less stress and more focus, it's time to implement these steps. Let's walk through a step-by-step guide to a Stoic morning routine, one that will not only strengthen your mind but also improve the quality of your life. Number 1. Wake up with gratitude. The first thing you do when you wake up matters. Most people hit the alarm, roll over, and either check their phones or start thinking about everything they have to do that day. This rush of activity isn't just mentally draining, it sets a negative tone for the entire day. But the Stoics had a simple practice that can shift everything for you. Start with gratitude. Before your feet even touch the ground, say, "Thank you." It's simple. It's powerful. And it makes all the difference. Thank you for the new day. Thank you for the chance to keep going. Thank you for your health, your loved ones, and your life. Gratitude is one of the easiest and most impactful ways to reset your mind. It keeps you grounded and helps you focus on what's important. It reminds you that no matter how difficult life gets, you have something to be grateful for. Try this tomorrow. Before you get out of bed, say, "Thank you for everything you have," no matter how small it seems. The energy you bring into the day will be the energy that stays with you. Number 2. Silence before screens. Next, let's talk about one of the biggest distractions of modern life, your phone. The moment you pick up your phone in the morning, you're giving away your attention. Your mind is now at the mercy of the world's problems, the news, social media, or work emails. The Stoics understood the importance of silence. They didn't rush into their days with external distractions. Instead, they spent their first moments in peaceful reflection. This gave them control over their thoughts and mindset. So, the second part of your morning ritual: no phone for the first 30 minutes. That's right, don't check your emails, don't scroll through your news feed, and don't get caught up in the chaos of the outside world. Instead, sit in silence. Use this time to reflect, breathe, or simply be present with yourself. Why? Because your mind needs time to prepare for the day. You don't need to let the world rush in on you before you even start moving. By giving yourself 30 minutes without your phone, you're protecting your peace and setting your own pace. Number 3. Breathe and reflect. Now that you've had a few moments of silence, it's time to focus on your breathing. Deep breathing is a tool that is as old as time, but it's often overlooked. It's one of the most effective ways to reset your mind and body, and it only takes a few minutes. Take 5 deep breaths, slowly inhale through your nose, hold for a second, and exhale slowly. Focus on the rhythm of your breath. Let it calm your mind and set a peaceful tone for the day. This simple act of breathing does 2 things. It calms your nervous system, reducing stress, and it sharpens your focus, allowing you to be present in the moment. Breathing exercises can also help reduce anxiety, lower your heart rate, and put you in a mindset of clarity. When you start the day with calmness, everything that follows becomes more manageable. Number 4. Read a Stoic quote. After you've taken a few moments for yourself, the next step is to give your mind something purposeful to focus on. Reading a Stoic quote is an excellent way to center your thoughts and set your intention for the day. The Stoics had timeless wisdom to offer, wisdom that still applies to our modern lives. Quotes from figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca remind us that we control our reactions, not the world around us. They teach us that peace comes from within, and that adversity is something to embrace, not fear. Pick a Stoic quote that resonates with you, something that can guide your day. It could be something as simple as, "The obstacle is the way," Marcus Aurelius, or "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants," Epictetus. Let these words sink in. Let them set the tone for your actions, your mindset, and your interactions with others throughout the day. Number 5. Move your body. Your body is the vessel that carries you through life, so it only makes sense that it should be taken care of. Moving your body is a crucial part of your morning ritual. But you don't need to hit the gym for hours or run marathons. Just 10 minutes of light stretching, walking, or deep breathing is enough to wake up your body and get it moving. The Stoics were known for their physical discipline, but they also understood that movement is key to a healthy mind. The body and mind are not separate, they're connected. When you take care of your body, your mind benefits too. Try this. Spend 10 minutes each morning moving. It could be as simple as stretching your arms, doing a few yoga poses, or taking a short walk outside. It doesn't have to be intense, but it should get your blood flowing. You'll feel more awake, more alive, and more focused. Number 6. Ask yourself, what's my focus today? The final part of the morning ritual is choosing your focus for the day. The Stoics believed in being deliberate about how they approached each day. They didn't just let things happen, they decided what their focus would be. Before you dive into your to-do list, ask yourself one simple question: what's my focus today? It could be patience, it could be courage, or it could be something as simple as staying calm in difficult situations. Write it down. Pick a word or phrase that will guide you through the day. Keep it with you. Look at it when you face challenges. It will remind you to stay aligned with your intention, even when life tries to pull you in 100 different directions. You've now completed your Stoic morning ritual. You've woken up with gratitude, avoided distractions, breathed deeply, centered your mind with wisdom, moved your body, and set your focus for the day. It doesn't take long, but it makes a huge difference. By following this simple routine, you're giving yourself the best possible start to the day, and the best possible chance to live a longer, healthier life. If you choose to practice this each day, you'll not only improve your health and mindset, but you'll also find that you're living with purpose, clarity, and strength. Your days will be shaped by intention, not reaction. And that is the key to not just surviving, but thriving, at any age. So, what's your focus for tomorrow? What one word or phrase will guide you through the day? Write it down and make it your mantra for the day ahead. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. What part of this ritual are you most excited to start? Why does it matter how we age? You see, aging is not about decline. It's not about slowing down or losing what we once had. In fact, aging is about refinement. It's about becoming sharper, stronger, and wiser. And the best part? You don't have to wait for age to define you. You have the power to decide, right now, how you will age and what kind of life you will lead as you get older. Think of wisdom as a fire, like a candle that burns brightest in the darkest room. The flames don't flicker weakly or dim when the room is dark. Instead, the darkness makes the light stand out more. Wisdom shines brightest when life tests us most. The challenges we face, the obstacles we overcome, those are the moments that shape us. They don't break us, they make us stronger. So, if you're over 60, don't think of aging as the beginning of the end. Think of it as the start of a new chapter, one where you can refine yourself, sharpen your skills, and grow into a person who is more resilient, more at peace, and wiser than ever before. The Stoics knew this all too well. They weren't just about enduring life's hardships, they were about embracing those hardships and turning them into opportunities for growth. They believed that aging gracefully wasn't about simply getting through life, it was about mastering it. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example. As a ruler of Rome in his final years, he was known for his wisdom, patience, and clarity. But this wasn't wisdom that came by accident. It came because Marcus spent his entire life developing it. He spent his mornings preparing his mind, reflecting on what mattered, and reminding himself that each day was an opportunity to be the best version of himself. Even in the face of conflict, he remained calm. Even as he aged, he didn't slow down, he refined his mind, sharpened his focus, and kept growing stronger. Then there was Cato, a Stoic who stood unshaken in his old age. Cato refused to bend to corruption or give in to the world's pressures. He had a deep sense of honor, and no matter how many years passed, he never lost his commitment to living with integrity. What was his secret? His mornings were sacred. Every day, Cato took time for himself, to reflect, to set his intentions, and to prepare for the challenges ahead. His wisdom wasn't just something he developed, it was something he nurtured, day after day, year after year. This is what aging gracefully is all about. It's about developing a mindset that doesn't accept life as it comes, but instead actively shapes it. The Stoics understood that aging wasn't about waiting for the inevitable, it was about choosing to grow, no matter how many years passed. Now, as we come to the final moments of this video, there's one thing I want you to take with you. Tomorrow morning, before the world wakes up, take one moment. Take a moment to choose how you want to live. It's in those early moments of the morning that you have the most control. It's when you can decide the kind of life you will build. You get to choose what kind of person you want to be and how you will handle the challenges ahead. A strong mind is built one morning at a time. Every morning, you have the chance to set the tone for the day, to prepare your mind, to decide what your focus will be. You have the power to shape your day, your life, and your future. It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. You are not defined by your age. You are defined by how you choose to live each moment, how you choose to grow, and how you choose to face the challenges life gives you. So, what will you do tomorrow morning? What's one thing you'll add to your morning routine to set the tone for your day? Will you take a moment to express gratitude? Will you focus on what truly matters? Will you take a deep breath and remind yourself that today is another opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more at peace? Take a moment to reflect on that. And if this wisdom spoke to you, if you feel inspired to live with more intention, with more control over your mind and your life, then let's keep the flame burning. Join us in a community that's not just looking for knowledge, but for transformation. Subscribe to our channel, and let's continue this journey together. We're just getting started. And if you're ready to take this deeper, to really explore how Stoic principles can shape your life, then check out the next video in our Stoic Life series, right here on the screen. The life you want to live is waiting. It starts with your morning. It starts with your choice. May your wisdom grow brighter with every step.